What is going on, Warriors? It is your boy Shin with you, and it is time for another Street Fighter Duel content. So, we've had a character tease. Obviously, we can see the silhouette. We know who the character is going to be. He's going to be some version of Adon. I don't know if they're going to call him Fire Adon, Flame Adon, Trendy Adon, Fashion Adon, or maybe even Leopard Adon, because I've heard that as well. But otherwise, he's a different alternate version of Adon who's going to be coming out, and I'm going to be discussing the character briefly, shortly. But before I actually get into that, make sure you guys pay attention to your announcement because server maintenance is coming up soon, just about the period when we expect the love surge to actually occur. Okay, so make sure you clear your stuff. Good thing is that there isn't going to be too much pressure with regards to clearing things like Shadowless City and all that kind of stuff, even though I do recommend clearing as early as you can if you guys can, because what is going to happen if you don't do that is you end up being like me, where rather than pushing to the limits, I'm now looking forward to just skipping as much as possible unless I do have enough time. But that being said, let's get into the character of, I'm going to call him Flame Adon for now, and I'm going to explain why in just a little bit. So let's go right ahead, let's go home here. I'm going to try and be keeping the screen active as much as possible. Hopefully I don't distract myself with what I have to say about the character, but otherwise let's get into it. Alright, so the character, pretty much with regards to what he's going to come up as, I have no idea at all. The reason why I'm actually a bit conflicted is because if you guys know, like they don't tend to carry over whatever faction that they do appear as in the CN version. A perfect reference in this case would be someone like Flame Chun-Li, okay? Kind of the same concept, a character who exhibits a lot of flame-like moves, and just like Fashion Blanca as well, but somehow they end up being legendary-based characters, okay? It is quite a peculiar situation where if we let's go over to the list of the legendary based characters, all right, and I'm going to go that sooner, is that if you look at them, we do have at least two already who are heavily flame based. And did I say two? Apologies, we do have three who actually exhibit flame based moves, and they don't belong to like the flame faction. Okay, now the reason why we can say that there is a bit of hope with Fire Adon or Flame Adon, I'm gonna stick with Fire Adon for now. Ending up being a flame character because he's not one of like what I call the primary characters from the start, but he is one of the primary add-ons, with the likes of in the Alpha series, right? So let's look at it this way: there are several levels when it comes to adding these characters, and now I'm going to be out of depth, but I just want to clarify what I'm talking about here. Okay, we have the basic primary guys, which is the main six with the grandmasters. We're talking about Ryu, Yonder, Blanca, Gal, Ken, and Chun-Li, Daozman, Zangief, right? The main eight rather, with the grandmasters. And then of course when we go into Super Street Fighter, we have the likes of Cammy, T-Hawk, who else joined as well? Let's see, Cammy, T-Hawk, DJ, and there should be one more person that actually joined from the Alpha series, one or a few more, but you get the point, right? And then of course we have the Alpha series, and that's Fei Long, yeah, Fei Long's who I was looking for. And then we have the Alpha series, where we have the likes of Sakura, Yin Yang, and then the rest, right? So, but if you look at it this way, the main primary characters in the folklore, Sakura being one of the newer characters, but still being close to being a primary base character. He's one of the few that I have here, but then again, if you look at Junin here, who joined from Street Fighter 3, no, she's pretty much here, but then she has several alternate costumes that I've seen already. With regards to Adon, I think I've only seen one, and which is this one that is coming out here. So because with Yang, I believe Yang has another one again. I don't know, but my concern is that because Adon has just one extra alternate character, he might end up being used as a legendary based character and just wrapping things up there, especially with him exhibiting fire based moves with him, like the likes of Flame Chun-Li, Fashion Blanca, and of course Fashion Ken. Alright, and like I said, most of them are having this fashion moniker into their name, so it might end up being called Fashion Adon. Maybe that's what the global want to do. But yeah, that's what we should expect from the character. You're gonna see a lot of flame-based move, and not just flame-based moving that you see fire, but we're talking about moves where you see leftover fire still existing on the stage, meaning he may exhibit burn. I know the CN version talked about him having what you call the Jaguar buff. I didn't go into much detail as to how that actually operates, but I know that that's supposed to be his key mechanic in the CN version. That might change, like I said before, so I don't want to delve into that deeply. The one thing that is typically tough change is animation of the move. Alright, so we're gonna, like I said, it's all flame based moves, so you should expect to see that as well. Alright, and then the other thing I kind of saw based on my research and what I've seen is that he kind of gives me a vibe really close to, like I said, the likes of Fashion Black, Charlie Flame, Charlie, and even Fashion Ken as well. And these kind of characters, these are characters that you really primarily want to use them in boss battles, right? This is where they excel. Of course, we have the likes of Fashion Blacker, for example, who is really good AoE based character that does well in PvP and PvE as well. So maybe Adon comes out like that, maybe not. I'm not really sure because, like I said, I haven't really gone deeply, and I don't want to go right ahead and go beyond that. But what I want you guys to know is that he's going to give a flame kind of vibe. Whether he's going to be legendary or flame is what we're going to discover. And like I said, it could also even be one of the special characters. One of my special characters, I mean, that ends up being maybe a master or inferno based character. Alright, but not the special summon pool, so don't get that twisted. Alright, but otherwise, that's pretty much my thoughts on the character as well. What is left right now is pretty much looking forward to this particular event. I'm curious to see how they actually run this. Is there going to be a storyline behind it so we can actually understand the synergy that they're bringing the two characters together? I'm also curious. One thing I've tried to do is not to look at how the gameplay of these characters actually works. I'm actually curious to see how this is going to come up. Like I said before, typically whenever I see a character is single, this is together, so they might be fighting together. I have no idea. I don't think you're going to be looking at separate units. I kind of get. I think they're kind of like one and the same units, and they're going to be doing a lot of tag stuffs together, which is going to be nice to see. We have a little over 24 hours to actually discover that, so we're going to wait and see how that pans out. Let me know what you guys think about the new announced character, which is Fashion Adon. We're gonna end up with that Fashion Adon. Let me know what you think of the character. Is this someone that you were looking forward to? Would you rather have the character as a legendary character so that you can just pay once off for him and then boost him as maximum as possible? Would you like him to be a flame-based character? You slowly grinding, get him, but you know for sure you're gonna get him because he's flame-based. I can sort of focus on those other characters. Or I know definitely you don't want him to be Master Inferno. Let's not kid ourselves. We don't like characters falling under that category because of how tough they are to acquire. We still have a lot that haven't even gone to S yet, in several situations. Not to talk of acquiring them at all. But otherwise, that's pretty much been it for me, Shinryu. Um, Make sure you smash a like on the video once you watch it. We do have a lot of views. I appreciate you guys as well. Try and like it as well. The like kind of puts me out there even more. Comments as well, your thoughts, your opinions. I love my viewers, and of course I do try to reply as often as I can, but I do make sure that I actually reply no matter how late it is. Okay. Otherwise, Chaotic Starlight is about to turn up as well, so get ready for that. Otherwise, it's been your boy Shinryu, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.